Right now, across Oklahoma, more people than ever are sitting behind bars, waiting months to receive treatment before they can have their day in court. It is a mental health crisis that some say grows worse by the day.
Tonight and only on 5, I investigate the recent backlog. It's jamming our criminal justice system and how your tax dollars could be used to fix the problem.
Jails have become a de facto mental hospital.
Longtime local defense attorney Al Hoke says the wait list to get into Oklahoma Forensic Center is so lengthy. He is hearing from sheriffs and district attorneys about the problem.
One of the sheriffs the other day asked me to try to do something to get a person out of his jail and into Oklahoma Forensic Center. The guy's been there for over 6 months waiting to go. He's actually pulling his hair out and pulling his beard out, and they simply aren't equipped to treat people like that.
The Oklahoma Forensic Center, located in the far northeastern corner of the state, is the only place inmates can go once they've been deemed mentally unfit to stand trial to be restored back to competent.
Not quite enough beds.
OFC Executive Director Dr. Crystal Hernandez says there are 2 types of people who come to the center, found NGRI or not guilty by reason of insanity, and those who are being treated back to competency to stand trial. NGRI patients usually stay at the center long term, several years.
We've seen a 60% increase in our NGRI population over the last 5 years. And again, those are taking beds in our 216 count.
She says there has also been a substantial increase in those needing competency restoration.
In 1979, they estimated 36,000 evaluations for competency, and in this year, they're looking at 114,000.
We spoke to the COO of Oklahoma's Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse about the increased demand on his department.
Started to sharply increase about 1.5 years ago and just started really rising. It's hard to catch up. You can't treat people faster.
Dr. Durand Crosby tells me there are more than 100 inmates waiting to come to the center to have their competency restored. You've been with the department for more than 2 decades. Have you ever seen a backlog this substantial?
Never.
Saying just a few years ago, that wait was only 20 people.
It's been a significant jump this last 1.5 years.
Right now we're in the perfect storm. So we are seeing an uptick in serious illness as well as a longer length of time and more substantial intervention required to baseline somebody back to competency.
She says on average it takes about 130 days to restore someone back to competency.
But it's sheer math at this point. Okay. If we serve X amount of people 1 week, but we get twice that in referrals, there's never going to be a spot where we can keep up. We want to help, we want to serve, but there's just some things that are beyond our control.
So these patients, while they are waiting for a bed, where are they right now? Are they all in county jails?
The majority are.
And attorney Al Hoke tells me he has seen the wait firsthand. He watches helplessly as he says his client's condition just gets worse inside jail.
They deteriorate. And it's almost exponential. The longer they sit there, the worse they get. People are waiting 8, 9 months or more before they can go.
You are seeing more not guilty by reason of mental illness or not guilty by reason of insanity. When did that trend pick up, and what do you think is behind it?
It's a great question. What I would like to believe is you're seeing more progressive district attorneys and judges, courts, who are willing to look at an individual who's committed a crime and really ask that question, what was going on? Was this individual really committing the crime because they have some sort of criminal intent, or maybe because this individual committed the crime because of the underlying mental illness?
Regardless of why the department is seeing more demand for their services, the fact is they are, and everyone agrees something must be done.
So I've talked to several DAs. They're frustrated at the same problem. And the sheriffs throughout the state are more than frustrated just because they can't get these people sent where they need to be.
We are currently needing more beds.
And now, looking at the current budget just out, it seems lawmakers agree that now is the time to fix this problem and get people off the wait list.
If it's someone who's not competent to stand trial, they need to become competent so they can get their criminal matter resolved.
Lawmakers have set aside millions of dollars to help Oklahoma Forensic Center add more beds, something Dr. Hernandez says can't come soon enough.
It's a personal mission for me. My child is autistic, and there's a lot of overlap between all of those things, and so I really lean in from a place of service and trying to help be part of the solution. We do not want to see anybody go unserved, and we're doing everything within our power to do what we can.
And when it comes to more beds, Crosby said there are already blueprints in place for that from decades ago. He told me when the Forensic Center was originally built, there was a rendering with 80 additional beds.